If you have a firearm out against a knife threat, distance is your very best friend. Hi everyone, this is John with today's active self-protection lesson. Today's active self-protection lesson comes to us from Modesto, California, and it shows a crazed knife-wielding man who is going to be confronted by an off-duty corrections officer. Teaches us some important lessons here about what stops somebody who is threatening others, about how to keep your distance, and when to stop talking and act. This one begins with this man here who is clearly deranged with a knife in his hand. You can see him switch hands with it there, and there's some people in the background, and you can see him cupping it and going back and forth with it there. Make sure you go read the news stories in the description. You can read kind of all about it. And this is in California, folks. This is in gun control nirvana here, and so none of these people who are just hanging around are likely to be armed. But thankfully for everyone around, there was an armed correction officer here. And you can see him, and he has got this guy at gunpoint. Starts with him at a low ready, and now he's got the gun on him. And as the guy's going to start to come at him here, he is going to have to make the decision to take a shot at this guy. And he is thankfully going to hit that shot. We see it happen right there, and the guy's going to go down. We see it from another angle, and we're going to see him actually put that shot as he kind of comes around the corner. So listen in one more time here. We're going to see it one more time with sound, and then we'll come back and learn some lessons. All right, let's back up and think about some things here. I'm going to speed it up a little bit for the sake of time. First of all, escaping the area, incredibly important, especially if you're not armed. You're in a place like California. Don't hang around in the store here. Get out. Notice here I see at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bystanders that are here in this scene without any reason to be there. Don't hang around the scene just to be a gawker. There's a firearm out, and you notice here that the corrections officer has him at a low ready. He's got that gun pointed in a safe direction. Very difficult to do in this kind of a situation, but he's got to point it in a fairly safe direction from which he can come up and make a very quick snap shot. But if you're the good guy here, if you're the person that's trying to keep this guy from hurting you or hurting others, think about your backstop at this position. You have a guy just off to your left there. You have Lord knows what in the parking lot behind you. You have just a terrible backstop here, and there's no better backstop anywhere you go. Now, as it goes forward, you notice that the officer is really trying to control some distance. It's incredibly important to keep that guy with the knife away from him. You see the officer using movement well, circling so he's not moving straight back so we can kind of see what's going on around him, and that's excellent strategy because you got to keep the knife away from you so it can't hurt you. But do you notice that he comes all the way back around, and think about the angle that the camera is at here. Look at how close to the line of fire that the cameraman is here. This is why I tell you, get the heck out of there, and if you're the officer, that's where you got to take that shot. That's very, very difficult. See it here from another angle. I don't know what he would be shooting at there, but maybe taking off that angle where you got that backstop of the large brick wall would have been best. And now we see that there's a couple other guys that are here that are trying to disarm this guy with what they had available, and they're going to jump in and do that. And I just think that that is a wonderful, good Samaritanship from those guys. But what a difficult shot to take on a deranged man. Learn some lessons here about that backstop, about firearm safety, about keeping your firearm pointed in a safe direction, and about when you're going to step in to protect everyone else and cover your asp.